Testing. Testing. Yeah. Time for a get ready with me. As a blonde, I'm back to blonde. I haven't been blonde since I graduated in 2022. I haven't seen my hairstylist at the JCPenney across town for like 2 years. And she dyed my hair after I went blonde. She dyed my hair. It was red and then followed by maroon in the front, brown everywhere else, and then just full on brunette. And it feels so good. It's so exciting to be back to blonde. I've been blonde, I believe, 2 times in the past officially, 2022 and then in the 8th grade. I did try highlights on my brown hair, my naturally brown hair. So I've tried other things, I've done other colors as well, but being back to blonde is like so refreshing. I feel like I look like my cousin a little bit because she has big, like voluminous blonde hair, and I don't really like how the salon, where are we even going? Okay, I'm just yapping. But I don't really like how they always do such big volume. I don't need that. I have a lot of hair. That's just not how I style my hair personally. But there are worse things. Anyway, we're going to start actually with this chapstick here. This is just EOS. It goes by many names. This bottom lip here, it's in the corner kind of. It's very dry and crackly wackly. I don't know. I do want to do brows today. I like never touch my brows. I leave them natural. I hardly ever pluck them. If I do, it's very minimal. But I do really want to try with this hair. I want to try that look. So I got my brow pencil thing. That is what it's called, right? Brow pencil thing. Anyway, so updates in this fine month of January. We are at the end of month number 1. We are almost a 12th of the way done with this year. I don't want to pin back my hair or use anything to move it or have it stay put because I don't want to mess it up. I have to make this last till Tuesday. I'm going to wash my hair Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday this coming week. I try to wash it now 3 times a week with a day in between, at least. So I'm trying to make it last. But anyway, yeah, this month has been flying by. My highlights have been people. And obviously my hair, that's a huge one too. I've been wanting to change my hair for so long. I haven't touched it for like 2 years. But it feels so good to treat myself, spoil myself, pamper myself. It was a little expensive, but thankfully in the future, we'll just have to do partials, which is also partial of the price, like for the all over color. So I'm not complaining. I gave a really good tip because I believe in tips, and I think that's really important to show that you care, that you're appreciative. So there's that. What else? So this month, I hung out with my cousin McKenna. We just had a movie night. Our favorite thing to do is just sit and chit-chat and have something on in the background. We love the Love is Blind series. It is so good it's bad. It is so bad it's good. It is just something else. Very entertaining, very interesting, and makes me feel better about my chaotic, crazy life and world that I've created for myself. No, but I do love my life. I'm pretty content. I've been struggling with my depression a little bit the past little while, but for the most part, life is good, and I can't really complain much. We'll do eyebrows now before we do the rest of the eyes, and I don't remember how to use this thing or how to do this at all whatsoever, so we'll see. But my counseling appointment has been going good. We try to meet every other week. We're doing Tuesday. Before we did Monday at 4, now we're doing Tuesday at 4. Just because my schedule's kind of changed a little bit, and that's just a better time. And I don't need a counselor at this point in my life. Wow, that looks like different. Like I'm pretty good. I'm pretty solid, pretty grounded, pretty stable, pretty steady. But you can't hurt going to a counseling appointment. Like, unless you have a really bad counselor or you don't mesh well or whatever. See, that's the before, that's the after. That's what it looked like. Crazy. But it's very interesting. My counselor and I are going to be friends. We're going to still talk after I'm done being her client and her being my counselor. we're still going to keep in touch, like through Facebook and phone call and text, whatever, because we've just hit it off. She's probably in her 60s, I think she said. She's older, and it's crazy to think she's like twice my age. She's just so wise, so intelligent, so beautiful inside and out. She is a fabulous person, and I'm so glad. I feel so different right now. I kind of like this though, I do. I don't mind the thin brows either. Men are more sparse naturally, but anyway, it's just very interesting. My counselor, we just hit it off so well, and she's helped me so much. I've known her for over a year because I got sick like a year and a half ago. And that's what happened. What I was going to say, this is what I was going to say. I remember they weren't in network, and so our insurance wouldn't cover it. At the time, I was on my parents' insurance, and I almost saw another counselor. I had one like kind of interview, first experience, first whatever with her, and we just didn't really click. Like, she was nice and everything. It wasn't anything against her, anything about her, but we just didn't click. And me and my other counselor, Gracie, we just clicked automatically, and it felt so nice. So that was super cool. I always try to do a thin line. I always try to do that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That's not too bad. It's just very cold on my eyes right now. Like, it feels cold. But also on Friday, after my friend was off work, she has multiple jobs. She's off work around 6. We met up at the Applebee's here in town, and it was like packed. It was jam-packed. We had to put her name down. We had to wait for a while, but it was worth it. I got like the quesadilla chicken salad, and it was so super good. I had leftovers that I finished yesterday, and it was funny because, long story short, our principal, who's new to the school this year, this is her first time at her school, she's new, she got $25 gift cards for all of the staff at Applebee's. And what happened was only some of the cards worked, some of them didn't. And so we were like, oh my gosh, are we going to have to call her and tell her? Because she asked us, she said, okay guys, I heard some of the gift cards aren't working, so please just call me if they're not working, and I'll talk to the manager at Applebee's on the phone, whatever. And so we didn't have to do that because ours went through and it all worked out. But I was like scared the whole meal. I was like, oh, we're going to have to pay out of pocket. And I have to number crunch because my hair was expensive, and I knew that was going to be expensive because this was the day before that I got my hair done, and I just assumed I was expecting it to be expensive, and it was. Not as expensive as the other time I dyed my hair. That was ridiculous. But I'm glad to be seeing Kaylee again because she is more affordable, more fair. But I think if I go down on my eyeliner, it looks a little better. Almost done. It's funny, I look at myself in the mirror, and this blonde is just like my old childhood best friend Delaney's hair, like to a T. I recently made an Instagram, like actually started using it, and it's just funny because I follow her, she doesn't follow me. I think she forgot about me. That's okay. But I was gonna say. But this looks a lot like her. Like, she has brown brows, basically brown, and just really big, thick, pretty blonde hair. And we just lost touch, but I found her on Instagram and I just wanted to give a follow. But so there's that. I feel pretty. I do feel pretty. Wow. This is crazy. Can't wait to take some pictures today. But yeah, going to Applebee's, hanging out with my cousin this month, seeing friends, people who I love and care about, phone calls with Hunter, texting with Hunter, you know, like calling my parents too, just all that, it really fills me with joy because I'm staying connected and I'm keeping in touch with people who I cherish, and that's what life is all about, really. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. Well, I probably did before, but my jeans don't fit me. Nope. No, they do not. They do not fit me. Like 7 pairs are on their way to Poshmark, which I'll get to eventually. But it's crazy. I'm not a size 4 anymore. I have a bit of a belly. And the past 2 times I've gone on the scale, I'm 130 or 131. Like one time I was 130, the other time I was 131. And so I'm maintaining this weight. And it feels super good. If I go like this, I can't do it anymore because this is fat in my arm. Like, it legitimately is not a muscle anymore. It's just fat. So I should be working out. And I do run. I've been running the past couple weeks. I've been running consistently 3 times a week. And then this coming Monday, I would normally run after work, but I'm going to my sister's to do laundry. And I do laundry at my sister's every now and then. She's so sweet because the one on unit at my apartment complex is filthy disgusting. And I've heard stories where people steal from people. Like, who's going to steal your dirty underwear? Some imbecile, of course. So, there's that. So, I'll move my running from Monday, Wednesday, Friday to then, only this week, only if I have to, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Let me just look at my calendar. I talked about counseling, friends, hair. That was about it. That was about my week. Like, it was really chill, casual, easygoing. Well, week and month. I think I said week, but I meant to say month. Okay. For lips, I'll do. What will I do? My everyday. I'll be back. Okay. So that's my everyday with blonde hair. I do feel very pretty. I have not felt this pretty in a long time. I've just felt so ugly and dull and boring and just plain. And now I feel a little bit better. So, but yeah, that was my January get ready with me. And positive thought. Often reevaluate and question things. If things are not working out, if things are not panning out or planning how you had hoped, reevaluate. Do what is in your best interest. Do what your heart's desire. Do to your heart's content. And just know that you can change your mind and things can change and plans can change, and that is a-okay. And also know that you have free will. You can choose yes or no. You can choose what you do, what you don't do. You have that power. And if people don't allow you that power, then leave those people. Or leave those scenes or those scenarios. If a situation isn't in your best interest, it's time to move on. That's not selfish or spoiled. That is taking care of yourself and putting yourself first. Because at the end of the day, you really are number one. Your family, your friends are important to you. But if you're not doing well, you can't perform well in any other area of your life. So make sure you are priority number one. Okay. Love you.